And I remember another thing was English. I couldn't speak English anything. I couldn't pronounce nothing at all. How old was I? Also about 14 years old, 15 years old. And again, I was the worst in my class, or one of the worst in English. It was just frustrating to me. I couldn't understand. I couldn't do these exercises and these tenses, for example, present tense, and these that you have to put do or does, and it changes. And if it is question, you have to put other place and other words they change. It was frustrating because nothing. And other children, they could do better because the reason is that other boys, other children, they would be watching TV, and there would be sometimes programs in English. For example, I remember like these for kids, even from the young age, they were watching this Cartoon Network, something like that, like for kids, these stupid, movies, but speaking in English, and they learned like this. And me, we were a poor family. We had TV, but it was broken most of the time, not working. If it was working, then my parents wouldn't permit us to see TV because they would say there is too much negativity and violence on TV. So my life I lived without TV. Just I don't remember. There were some times when TV would be working and our parents would permit us to see some programs, but not more. So I lived my life without TV. And honestly speaking, now I'm happy about this because when I see TV now, it's all bullshit. It's all, I don't know, I see so much mind programming there, so much bad things, so much like putting into you all these wrong ideas, all these stupid ideas, and making you be stupid, simple. But in short, so this is why I didn't know any English. It was frustrating. But I was like 14 or 15, and something changed in me, and I realized I wanted to know English. I wanted to learn English. I realized that I would like when I got older, I would like to go to United States or somewhere. I wouldn't want to stay in Lithuania. It is like third world country and nothing is happening there. So I said to me, I need to learn English. I need to learn it. And these were summer vacations. During the summer we have like 3 months of vacations, and I started learning it. I bought a small book in English. These were fairy tales, and I had a dictionary. It had, I remember, 10,000 words, English, Lithuanian English. And I started reading it, these fairy tales, this book. Fuck, it was so frustrating, I remember. Out of 3 words, 2 I would have to translate. So I would read the sentence and I wouldn't get the fucking slightest idea what is it all about. And I would translate all words and I would try to put them into order, trying to understand. Something I would understand, something not. Then I would go to another sentence, I would translate it, something I would, something not. And by the end of translating the second sentence, I would be forgotten what was on the first one. So I would write down all these words, I would translate them, and I would try to learn them. I remember I read this little book of fairy tale. And the only thing I understood was that there was one guy who was with spectacles, glasses, and he went somewhere and he tried to do something. Where did he go? What he did try to do? I didn't understand. This was my first book in English. It cost a lot of patience and a lot of will, because when you're trying to do something and it just doesn't work, it's a big challenge. But I tried to continue. I got another book also similar one. I read that third one, understanding very little, but bit by bit, more and more. And it was interesting to see myself, and I would be reading every day from morning to evening. In the beginning maybe 4 hours, after a week 6 hours, and then 8 hours. And all these summer vacations, 3 months, every day I would be reading and reading and reading from morning to night, from morning to night. Like 8 hours it feels to me. But it was so cool to see that after a week, after a month, I could already read books so much more complicated. In the end of the summer vacations, I was reading Sherlock Holmes, this detective, and I could understand what they're talking about. I made such intense progress. In 3 months I learned English immensely. So I remember when I went back to school, I had like 14 years old, 15 years old. My friends and my teachers, they just couldn't believe. It looked like a miracle to them. I was one of the worst in English and I was the best. And somebody would ask, "Teacher, what does this word mean?" And even before teacher answers, I would answer. Everybody would look to me. So that final, they wouldn't say, "Teacher, what does this word mean?" They would call me Dolama. My official name is Mantas. So they call me Mantas. What does this word mean? It was fun. It was nice. It was exciting. It was inspiring, to make yourself be better, to attain something. To put all your strength into something and to break it. So I found this will in me, this strength, this something I have. To be able to go through any obstacle with this enormous amount of will and determination. This was how I learned English.